I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
Мама, Марта. Приди, я вернусь ему. Наверное, вернусь ему. Твою. Судьбу. Ну, судьбу, да. Нет? Что? В смысле? Я верну тебе твою внешность? В смысле?
I give you back your words. I give you back your words.
Так это Марта с ним. Подожди.
I give you back your words.
Подожди. Так это...
I give you back your words. I give you back your words.
Подожди, так это... Я случайно...
I give you back your
Я
words.
раскрою. Так это Марта?
I give you back your words.
В смысле? Это же мой мужик. Что?
Two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On
Martha
Julia's
вторая?
day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded, but they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death, so I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate, Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Ugh. Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
Я об этом и говорила. То есть должна была умереть Джулия. Поэтому Марта была переодета в ее одежду. Должна была умереть Джулия по какой-то причине. Но Марта оказалась в том месте вместо своей сестры, в ее одежде, хотя они никогда не менялись одеждами до этого. Джулия сама об этом говорила. Марта, видимо, знала, что Джулия должна умереть. И она пришла за нее. Вот я думала, что это как-то связано с парнем Джулии. Ну, я что-то сейчас не поняла. Так это парень Марты? Где моя сумка?
Looks like Mother has been here all night with me. Or rather, with Martha. She even left her medication behind. She can't live without that now.
No, it's actually pretty clear right now. Well, I mean, the one part is pretty clear. Меня женили, меня скоровили. Ва! Так. I mean, the part that Julia is supposed to die and Martha wore her clothes and went there to die instead of Julia. So Martha knew that Julia is going to die and she replaced her. For some reason. This is what Death was talking about, actually. But all the other parts are still unclear. I still don't get, like, the man part. I thought that Julia's man, but it's apparently Martha's man? Because Julia's pregnant. I don't know. I assume that, actually. I assume that she is pregnant and that she's pregnant by... как партизаны на английском? She's pregnant because of a man from resistance force. I think. Okay, partisan. Whatever. It's not a Russian word. I don't care. I mean, I believe she's pregnant. I thought she was pregnant by that... I forgot the dude's name. By that dude, but apparently it's Martha's dude, not like Julia's dude anymore. Oh, it's for special occasions. I can wear it right now, for sure. Power.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister. Just me and her alone. Before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
I'm also confused. I don't have my bag anymore.
No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
Пало лапо.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
No, it's her, dude. I think it's her boyfriend. It's Martha's boyfriend because like Martha's dead body took him and she kissed him. So I assume it's her boyfriend, not mine. Then, if it's her boyfriend, then it might be that from the very beginning we swapped. That from the very beginning Julia was Martha and Martha was Julia, you see? And it explains like the pregnant part and stuff like that.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs,
Повезло,
spine, and
повезло.
heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise,
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
Я тоже что-то не поняла.
With all of these preparations for the funeral,
Но как что за
he
прогулка в
really
лесу?
wants everything to be perfect. It's a way of coping, so she doesn't have
Чё?
to think
Так
about
странно, всё
everything
непонятно, ну
going
ладно.
on. She is a woman
Женщина
who
настрадалась.
has suffered so much,
Но с другой стороны,
maybe too much.
мне кажется, они с самого начала перепутались. С самого начала глухой была на самом деле не Марта, а Джулия.
There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
Да. О, на месте.
Dear
кайф.
Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right?
Ага.
I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you
Он сказал,
apart.
что не может смириться.
Not even your own
6,
mother
9,
and
3, 4.
father. Martha is gone, and I
Почему?
cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly, I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in
Подожди.
serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off.
Ну да.
Mummy found me, and if she's read
Да.
it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die.
Ну да.
She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag.
Хм.
There is no other explanation.
Или я выдумала это письмо. Я надеюсь, что это не так.
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct.
Доктор.
It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Ну, не знаю. Перевернуто. Может, трошечку раскладываем, да?
I have to see beyond appearances. There are those who betray me and speak ill of me, but someone will know how to give me the right advice.
Так, ладно. Не будем заострять на этом внимание. Да тут что-то такой движ в игре начался, вообще пиздец. Тут не написано 694? Нет.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola, and once again General K's family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gun
25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect. When it's not too sunny outside, the 200 ISO film works well.
The only reason behind the cowardly act.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior.
Я хотела
German
сделать,
command
кстати,
of
опцию,
S.
чтобы
Vincenzo
гадать забавы
Attori.
канала. Но
Telephone
я не
number
знаю, это
1185.
не вайолейтит правила Твича.
Been exhausting for the invaders.
У меня есть карта Таро.
The radio needs to be kept on at all times these days. It can save your life knowing things on time, especially before they happen.
Так, ну ладно. Пути матери неисповедимы. Там ничего не сказано. Где там? Надо насос поискать, чтобы на велосипеде перемещаться. Ну чё, блин, я живчиком, бодрячком. Нормально.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet.
Не,
No
я
one ever
птицу
believes the
все
truth.
еще не понимаю.
New ordinance ban on the use of
Мысли.
bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the
В
streets.
смысле
The
запрет на
offenders will be
использование?
punished in accordance with German martial law.
Хорошо.
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt.
Понятно.
The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent.
Когда не запретка на Twitch? Я не знаю об этом.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Что теперь, Гридж?
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me?
Это няня.
Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my god. Julia. My little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so
Возможно,
much
доступно?
joy.
Ха, я так и не
Actually,
видела.
you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
Ну, как объяснить тут?
I told Nanny everything that
Пиздец.
had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was
Ну,
the
можно
one she
тогда
had a special
попробовать.
bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady. even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She
Ну, мы
explained
уже
to me
ходили,
what I
блин,
should do in an
встречаться
attempt to meet her.
с
It was
туманной леди,
complicated.
нас
I noted everything
подстрелили.
down carefully in my diary. Who knows? Maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she
Что?
died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny. Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Что случилось? Ау! Пиздец.
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
Офигеть, дичь какая. Какой там был номер? 6-9. Какой там был номер? Психиатрическая больница. Надо прочитать письмо. Так, ну давай послушаем запись.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work.
На острове, понятно. У нас это все есть. У нас это все есть. 6, 9,
Dear
3,
Julia.
4. Реально. Блин, я уже опять забыла. Давай сейчас позвоним тогда, наверное, сохранимся и на этом месте остановимся. У меня в детстве тоже был такой телефон. Мне нравилось на нем быч-быч.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this.
Что?
What were you
Подожди!
thinking, Lapo?
Что? Я не знаю. А как мы все отцу расскажем, если мы глухая? А почему он вообще решил, что... почему он вообще решил, что мы это будем делать? Я говорю, тут что-то не... Мне кажется, тут что-то нечисто вообще. Что значит tell my father? Что это вообще значит? Привет. У нас пиздец. На бумажке напишешь. Чё она напишет? Мне позвонили по телефону? Кто в это поверит? А что делать? А что делать? А что делать? Голосование в чате запустите кто-нибудь, пожалуйста. Ради бога. На минутку какой-нибудь там, коротенькое. Блин, а что делать? А в смысле, блядь, помочь партизанам или рассказать? А в смысле? Я в шоке. Батя, там тебе звонили, я сказала, тебя нет. Да. Я сказала, у тебя там нет. У нас партизаны хотят. Что, какой кто мразь? Зачем? Зачем предикт? Чё, какой Санёк тиктокер? Что вы запустили? Что происходит? Запустите, пожалуйста, голосование. Ну, сука, блядь. Я не могу решить. Ладно, сама. Я могу сама, да. Я не могу сама, но я могу сама. Я не могу, но я могу. Кому помогать? Одним, вторым. Второй — это отец, я так понимаю, да? Давай. Рассказать Саньку тиктокеру про обрезанный повод. Прогнозы — это не голосование, нет. Почему там поровну? Вы чё? Поровну не надо. Одним это партизаны, множественное число. Что? Ну, одним это партизаны, да, тут как бы... Ну, партизанам или немцам, чё? На самом деле, я не знаю, блин, ну что то говно, блин, что это говно? Отец меня вообще-то любил. Все хорошо на улице у меня, пиздато все, да? Это в игре, да. Блин, ну я не знаю, что делать. Слушай, ну наш отец и так будет расстрелян. Ну, Бенги на месте, никуда не девались. Честно. Да, я живу на Формуле 1, это по факту. У меня тут под окнами трек. Ну, может нам помочь партизанам в таком случае, потому что, ну, типа... Мы вроде как с ними дружили. Ладно, давай партизанам поможем.
To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Мать у нас, конечно, говноедка конченая. Если бы у меня была такая мать, я бы тоже партизанам помогала, конечно, да. Тут сложно. Да, люди АФК смотрят, что ты хочешь. Я на самом деле тоже никогда чат не разворачиваю у стримеров. Это абсолютно лишнее. Запись в дневнике. Ну, вот это отрезать возможно. Посмотреть на карту. Ну давайте тогда попрощаемся. Сходим попрощаться тогда с ней и на этом... Я, если честно, хочу ее сфоткать на инфракрасную штуку. Я не знаю, что это мне даст, но я могу. Ой, я... Хватит параллели проводить дурацкие, бан. Бан. Я не ворона, вот это вот страшное, неправда. А, она все равно же Витя пытается, ну-ну. Ну-ну. Выбор вообще великолепный. Не ворона, не ворона. Ой, я не то открыла.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
Ну. Мне его взять с собой?
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her.
Господи. Так, ладно, дворовушку положить сначала.
Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too.
Ну,
Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune,
23.
number
Ну, 21.
174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has
Шипа хоть
died,
на сраного
resident of Via
воробья.
Perchebaya,
Реально.
born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923,
Ну,
the
понятно.
daughter of General...
Ну что ж. Я застряла. Как она при такой жаре-то
Holy
вообще?
water. It's only water, and yet there's something special about it. That raven is making a big fuss.
Да Рейвен что-то вообще заколебал. Я хочу сфоткать.
Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow.
Так. Высокой контрастности.
I hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted to bring the little bird back to life.
Фокусное расстояние. Увеличивает фокусное. Пленка для инфракрасной съемки. ИСО, на улице, на улице, на улице. Этих пленки и светофильтра позволяют снимать в инфракрасном излучении.
Maybe only so it can kill it again.
Может быть. А, ну типа нельзя без штатива, да? Понял. Давай попробуем. Кто это наделал? Кто это наделал? Я не знаю, зачем я это сделала. Чё, каркар, блядь? Ты дурак? Ты дурак? Я тебе сейчас оторву клюв. Ты чё, куда? Сюда, бля. Да я не знаю, вот сейчас побудешь на ворона, а потом тебя опять в лесу подстрелят. Что? Ёб твою мать.
A dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness.
Чего?
I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts,
Мне вот
hours
кажется.
passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral.
Мне кажется, что мать
When I
хотела
realized it
убить
was evening, they
Джулию.
were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead.
Мне вот кажется, что как-то так и было. Возможно, нудисты. Ужас какой. Мне кажется, что да.
When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist
Музыка
again.
выключена. Кайф, ладно. Ай, красиво!
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet... No. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me.
Что?
No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Она говорила со мной. Привет, Зильвис. Автосохранение завершено. В смысле говорила?
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Martha, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
Да, конечно. punished. Пиздец. Давай сохранимся. Ну, руками. Автосохранение, хотя нормально работает.